Welcome to this reading where we're going to be taking a look at what important messages your future self has for you at this particular time. There are going to be 3 options for today's reading. See which one you're mostly drawn to. Don't overthink it. And if you do need a bit more time to make your decision, pause the video because we're going to go ahead and get started with option number 1. Option number 1, and welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy. Let's go ahead and get started. First, I want to begin by taking a look at the energies of your future self. What are you experiencing in the future from whenever you're talking to yourself right now? Look at this. There's an energy where you guys have found your true north. Such a powerful, calm, stable energy. You found what it is that you were looking for. You found your true north. You found your true worth. You've built your own throne. You've allowed yourself to sit at this throne. It's a very beautiful energy. And it's a beautiful combination of like ice and fire at the same time. So there's a balance. Like you've struck gold. This is what I keep hearing for you, option number 1. Show me more about the energies of the future you. Has this magical feeling to it. She who grants wishes, wish, desire, hope. So here your future self is coming through, guys, with a very important message that your truest desire, your truest wish came true. It looks like through devotion to healing, to your path, you've actually come to the point where your wishes started coming true. And you hold the power. You now hold the power from the place whenever you're saying this to yourself. You hold the power to grant your own wishes. You're no longer relying on anybody. You're no longer feeling like you have to ask or beg or do anything for it. It's like there's a very strong connection to what your wishes truly are. Okay. I want to pull one more card for you guys. And then we'll take a look at what the Oracle has to say about the important message your future self has for you. But the energies so far are absolutely fantastic. You've overcome your fear of trust. Major trust issues over here. Option number 1 that you might be experiencing right now. Trust in your abilities, trust in other people, trust in the universe, trust in hoping to find something or somebody. And a lot of your scars, they have healed. They're still there as a reminder of, what you've been through, but they have healed. And a lot of doubts, they're eliminated. You faced a lot of fears. Very courageous energy over here. Very strong, but it's not overpowering. Strength through wisdom. This is what I'm hearing. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is it that your future self, what this beautiful energies has to say to you. I'm going to use this oracle. Haven't used it for quite some time. I felt a bit disconnected from it for quite some time, but for today's reading, it was waving at me, saying, "Hey, Blush Lily, it's time for me to make a reappearance." Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. So they're telling me about some sort of swift changes, a sudden realization an understanding of what it is that was going wrong or what was holding you back. Again, as a result of working on yourself, on healing, on loads of things that you've done. And it's like the energy of coming out back into the world, being alive, reconnecting with yourself. Continuous awakening talks about aha moments. So your future self is coming through to let you know that soon you're going to be having this aha moment. It might be a little bit difficult to process. You might be tempted to go backwards and forwards on it. Yeah, back and forwards. But overall, they're telling you that once you wake up, like your future self is telling you right now, that once you wake up, you can never go back to sleep again. You'll be tempted to go back to the past. You'll be tempted to try and do things the same way that you did them. But no, it's not going to work anymore. There's just going to be this energy of resistance, and you're not going to ignore this resistance anymore. Maybe you have been ignoring this energy of like not wanting to do something for quite some time, and you were forcing yourself, thinking that this is the way. But it's not. Something within you as we speak, even through this reading, is being activated. Some sort of talent, a new understanding, a new perspective is also coming through. So your future self is telling you that from where you are in the future, you're looking at things very differently from where you are at this particular moment. And your future self is advising you not to fight any changes, no matter how unpleasant they might be at first. Because getting out of our comfort zone is difficult, it's unpleasant. mm-hmm. This is a very important message. The best way that you can serve the world is by simply being you. It feels like a lot of you feel like you have some sort of special mission and you need to fulfill this mission and so on and so forth. And your future self is coming through to let you know that the only thing that you owe to anybody is to yourself. Yeah? That you shouldn't sacrifice yourself, your desires, your time, your valuable energy for anybody or anything that makes you feel like it's forced. Like you have to sacrifice something to get something. It's not the way. They keep saying if it's truly yours, you'll be motivated to do it. And for now, you might not be seeing things clearly because you have your eyes closed over here. Close to the possibilities, to the opportunities that are opening up to your authentic energy. So this energy of awakening over here is literally when your eyes are going to be opening up. And you might see a world in a completely different light, different situations in a completely different light. It seems like some people might make you feel like their mission is your mission or you need to continue something. Yeah, like your family might make you feel like you have to continue a family business or a certain tradition. It could be society that imposes its rules on you, that you need to act a certain way or be a certain way, or even in the framework of, I don't know, those spiritual communities that are quite toxic at times, that make you feel that for you to be called spiritual, for you to be called enlightened, you have to achieve this and do this and not feel this and so on and so forth. So here it's like you're waking up, you're waking up. You're waking up, and a lot of things, your future self is saying that a lot of things that you do now, a lot of tools that you use now, you're not going to need them in the future. You're going to find your own tools, you're going to find your own worth, you're going to find your own way. For quite a few of you, your future self is saying that you're going to be somebody who has this voice that charms some people. And with this voice, you might speak like your truth that's going to annoy the shit out of some people. And that's okay. And that's okay. Because you can't please everybody. If there are some of you over here that want to make a career in music, singing, composing, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna be sharing your song, you're gonna be sharing your voice. There's a very strong connection to the frequency of sound. Your future self is coming through to let you know that music is going to help you on your journey, whether through delivering messages, whether through you guys actually going into becoming musicians, songwriters, becoming singers. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at tarot and see what your future self wants you to know. Maybe about your career, maybe about your love life, because this feels like a soul path. Yeah. Let's take a look at more practical things, maybe. It's such a beautiful confirmation. Doesn't this card look like the Queen of Swords? So here what I'm seeing, guys, your future self is coming through to let you know that you have become wiser, you have become more focused. You've become very strong when it comes to boundaries. You've connected to your instincts as well. And for some of you, it's an energy of finally getting a pet of some sort, a dog, a cat, somebody, I don't know, for those of you who really wanted one for a very long time, your future self is coming through saying your faithful companion is with you. There's an energy of glow up as well. They're telling me you look different. You might have changed your hair color, hairstyle, your style overall. Your appearance is somehow different over here. You're eating healthier, you have more energy. For some of you, it feels like you are connecting very well with your softer side. There's a beautiful balance that you have. I don't know how you guys are going to do this because it's quite hard to do, but I feel like a lot of you are going to be in this Empress energy, even if you're male, where it's a combination of all the 4 elements. And you balance them when you need to. Also, for a lot of you guys, you're in love. When you're in the future, when I'm doing this reading, you guys are in love with the Queen of Cups. I'm very connected to your emotions. Here, your future self is giving you an advice that loneliness leads to anxiety. Your loneliness, your isolation, it leads to anxiety. I'm saying it's time to get out of the 4 walls over here. Maybe you guys have been overworking yourself and not having a lot of fun, but your future self is coming through to let you know that in the future you actually have a lot of very good friends, a lot of acquaintances, a couple of good friends. It's an energy of having fun. An energy of having fun. And it could be that, for some of you, you're reconnecting with somebody from the past. For others of you, they're telling me it's new people. But you're in a very happy place. In a very happy place. For some of you, your name might begin with an M or an N, or have an M or N in it. And also for those of you who needs to hear it, you moved. You finally moved. So much wisdom over here. People come to you for advice. People come to you for advice. You have a lot of keys. Look at all of those keys. Yeah. If it's in your plans to buy a house, yeah, to buy a flat, your future self is coming through to let you know you found the one that suits you best. You have a home. You truly do have a home. And this unbelievable amount of wisdom over here, guys, it's just like this energy of connecting to some sort of source that's unseen, unheard by others. But you have access. It's like you have the keys, not only to like the buildings and apartments in 3D, you also have the keys to a lot of secrets. You have the keys to the energies that hold a lot of information for yourself and other people. So it does very much look like your psychic abilities are going to be getting much stronger, much better. Okay, show me about money. They're saying money and love somehow come together into your life, and you're very much in love over here. Very much in love. Things have turned around for you in all aspects. Honestly, it's the energy of being in love. Like I honestly just want to, like, just sit here and look at how happy you are. So you're not lonely anymore. You're very, very happy. You found your person, or you found a stronger connection with your person. And when it comes to money, they're saying like there's a new cycle that begins. It's like you found your place. You found your talents. Something that was holding you back over here, you're finally being able to move forwards. Phew, excuse me. And you're building a relationship over here. Building a strong and steady relationship. Where you have kids, where you have grandchildren. A lot of you find that place of power. Okay, option number 1. That was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe. If you're up for personal read, send me an email. The email's in the description box below. So is the link to Patreon with over 100 exclusive videos, additional discounts on personal readings, and much, much more. All right, my darlings, take care now. Bye. Option number 2. Hi, and welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy. Let's go ahead and get started. What important messages your future self has for you at this particular time. And I want to begin your reading by taking a look at the energies of your future self. Excuse the neighbor's dog. It gets excited when people come over. And when people don't come over, it's just one very excited dog that keeps barking all the time. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the energies of your future self. Wow, I have some fierce ones over here. Look at the fierce gaze. Look at the energy. You can't mess with me. Dare to reach. This is such a powerful card. I keep hearing you did it. You did it. You're so much stronger than you think. So much stronger than you think. And I keep hearing you're better off without him, without her. You're better off. Here I'm seeing a lot of phoenixes. Here I'm seeing a lot of people who nobody believed in. It's like nobody believed in you. Even you, at some point, you didn't believe in you. But this energy, it's wow. Nobody messes with this energy. You guys, you just have this presence in the future. Like you come into the room and people notice. You start talking and people listen. There's so much dignity in this card. And you're a high flyer over here, guys. Is this showing me here? There's a lot of wealth. There's a lot of self-respect. The boundaries are as strong as they can be. You have overcome so much. And you look better than you ever looked. I don't know why it's important. Maybe some of you have self-esteem issues at this particular moment, body image issues. But here, look at her. She's naked. Naked, beautiful, proud. Wow, okay. Let's take a look further. Option number 2. I think you guys get a lot of compliments on your eyes. A lot of compliments on your eyes. She who knows, Yelena, wisdom, clarity, and resolution. You found your own way. You found your own path. You found the solutions. Out of the trickiest of problems, out of like the most complex situation, you found a way. In some instances by yourself, in some instances with the help of other people, guys, but the amount of dignity, the amount of self-respect, the amount of being connected with yourself in option number 2 is something else. You've learned a lot of truth. So your future self with this particular card, we haven't even gotten to the messages yet, but she's saying like, don't be afraid of the truth. Don't be afraid of the truth. Saying other people might lie to you, don't lie to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Because here, from the future you, it's like the energy of knowing when not to waste your valuable time on something or somebody. And they keep saying like some sort of new skill. Some sort of new skill that you've acquired. Okay. One more card for the energies of your future self, and then we'll take a look at the important messages your future self has for you. Wow, she who dreams. Escape, dreams, fantasy. They're saying you often wonder what if. What if things would have turned out differently? What if I had been born in a different place? What if I had not walked away or walked away? It's the energy of leaving the past and now focusing on the things that you can create. And here she or he, your future self is coming through to let you know that you're no longer just dreaming. You know how to make it happen. You know how to make it happen. And you have the ability to go to beautiful, secluded places. You have the money, the time to just go and be with yourself, to sit under the full moon, to go to places that are exclusive. For those of you guys who wanted to work with something creative, such as writing, screenplay writing, yeah? Such as, I don't know, it's like creating like an alternate universe. And your dreams are becoming true. You might travel a lot over here. Option number 2. I'm getting the energy of flying, of you know, having to go to different places, wanting to go to different places, being very connected to the energy of the earth, to the flowers, to herbal remedies. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the message that your future self has for you then. Start off with this oracle, and then I'll take a look at tarot as well. Mhm. This is what I was getting very strongly with this card. The energy of no bullshit. So your future self is coming through to let you know not to be afraid to cut any cords, eliminate people. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. If it burns, it burns. This is what I keep hearing, you know? It's the energy like where before or right now, maybe you agree to a lot of things that you actually deep down disagree with. Or you feel like there's a lot of anger within you that you can't express because of the consequences that might come through. But here, like you're just realizing that this anger, this suppressed anger, it destroys you. Because ultimately you see it as an act of self-betrayal. It's like you're putting somebody else's needs first. So your future self is coming through to let you know that now's the time to let this anger go, to resolve it, to deal with any conflicts, and not be afraid of conflicts and not to avoid them. When you feel that like this is the way that you build healthy boundaries, you listen to the emotions, and anger is one of those emotions where that lets you know that your boundaries are being pushed, that you're being disrespected. Soften to the love of you. Like your future self is coming through to let you know, don't get mad at yourself that you didn't get mad. Express your emotions, express your feelings. Don't be afraid of losing people. Those who need to stay in your life will stay. They're going to be okay with you being human and getting angry. And those who've just been using you, well, they're going to fall away and you just wave them bye-bye. A lot of you, you might be going through separation with your parents right now. And it doesn't matter how old you are. Some people never separate from their parents. Some people do it when they're a teenager. Others do it in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. So if that's the case, your future self is coming through to let you know not to be afraid of that separation. It's you claiming you. You claiming yourself as not as an extension of somebody, but you claiming yourself as an individual with feelings, desires, and so on and so forth. Yeah, and the ancestors come through. Look at this. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little bit deeper. Ancestral work is important here. It's incredibly important over here. Any severings that need to be done, because for you, option number 2, you could have been repeating something that your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents might have been doing, but what doesn't work for you. Relationship patterns, views on money, views on fame, views on work, views on respect, and so on and so forth. Longing for home, oh my darlings, option number 2. You don't feel at home anywhere, do you? I understand completely. Your future self is giving you a big, big hug. Big hug letting you know that you found home. Home in acceptance of yourself. Home in being okay with the choices that you make. And home in the arms of the person that loves you. It seems like in this vast universe you felt like there was no place for you, but there is. And you're like homesick for the stars. You even like for some of you, you don't even want to associate yourself with Earth. You're like, I'm definitely not from here. And maybe certain parts of you aren't. But since Earth is our home, for now, at least for the time being, we need to find a comfortable place to live. And your future self is coming through to let you know that you did that. Okay. Let's come back to Earth to talk about practical stuff with your future self. From wherever you're coming now. Yeah, this is a question to your future self. Let's take a look at the money aspects, career aspects. There was a big growth, and again, they're showing you this energy of ancestors. They're telling me that you might have changed your direction. Your future self is coming through saying you're doing something different now. You're doing something different now. For some of you, they're telling me what you always wanted was a home and to be a homemaker. Career was never your priority. You were doing things to earn money, but career was never your priority. For some of you, you wanted to be mothers. You wanted to be creators. You want to have a nice little home, have a family, have a loved one, and just do things for not for the money, not because you feel like you have to, but because you want to. And for a lot of you, that wish came true. Your future self is coming through. You're doing what you love doing. You're doing exactly what you really want to do, and money is not an issue. Because somehow the universe over here supplies things to you, either through your partner, either through people coming. I don't know how it is. I don't know how it happens. It's the energy right now of something that you can't see. But your wishes, your desires are fulfilled. Because here you're in your beautiful, authentic, nurturing energy. That you've been hiding away. Look at this. Yeah. For some of you, you could be doing like something like design work. Some of you have passive income. Some of you, it could be that you inherited something and you invested quite wisely. And you're no longer hiding away. Because here you're in this Empress energy. Okay. And the Empress, she's wealthy. She is wealthy, my darlings. And there's something very specific for those of you guys who, I don't know, right now, they keep just saying, like, just say this, just say this. Of course I'm going to say this. You live in a very beautiful place, aesthetically incredibly pleasing, in a safe environment. You created the things the way that you wanted them to be. The drapes, the shape of the window, the lights, you know, the couch cushions, everything is the way that you wanted it to be. You have the ability of making a house a home. You have a very good eye for design, for clothes, for jewelry, and you've created such a beautiful place. where you feel like you're at home and you're thriving. Okay, show me about love, future self for option number 2. Should I say anything else? The Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, of course, is an indication of a happy family, with the blessings of it. And they're telling me it's been such a long road for you to come to this place, of peace, of serenity. And a lot of you, my God, you guys are so wealthy. You might even have like a fountain or a swimming pool. And you're in a very happy place. You love and you are being loved in return without any expectations whatsoever. I don't even know if I should pull out any more cards, but let's see. Yeah. You're calm, you're balanced, you're much more healthy when we're talking about your love life. Much more healthy. Some of you married somebody mixed, or this is an international couple. Maybe for some of you it's an interracial couple. If you have children, your person will also have children. It could be one child and one child. And you manage to do things beautifully and you're enjoying life. You're no longer rushing anywhere. You're no longer feeling like you have to defend yourself all of the time. And let me get a clarification real quick on that travel thing that I was picking up. Yeah, you guys travel. It's an energy of traveling, but you found your home. You found your place of power. But you do travel quite often, just out of interest, just for the sake of it. All right, option number 2. That's what I see for you. Hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Personal readings are available. Send me an email. And check my Patreon page out with more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. All right, guys, take care now. Bye. Option number 3. And welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy. Let's go ahead and get started. So what important messages does your future self have for you in this particular moment? First, I want to take a look at the energies of your future self. What energies is your future self in? Oh, persist, defined, persistent, with a perspective. You know what, you guys, straight away, I'm hearing that you're much sexier. I don't know why that came through. You're much more sexier. You're much more comfortable with your sexuality. You found a look that suits you best. You found your charm. You found your strong sides. You've accepted your strong sides. You're a little bit tired over here, but you've accomplished something that was really meaningful for you. You have your own perspective on things. And it doesn't matter how many times people try to bring you down, because for some of you, option number 3, I see that you've become quite popular. If this is what you want it to be, your future self is coming through saying you've become popular. Maybe for some of you, it's an actress, a singer, a YouTuber, writer, popular in your field, maybe research, medicine. But what I'm feeling the most over here is the beautiful connection of you and your body, your senses, your sexual energy, your charm, your charisma. People start noticing you more. You have a lot of admirers. From this place that's coming over here, from your future self, you have a lot of admirers. And maybe you're tired from all the attention you've been getting. Who knows? Okay. But there's something quite unique about you. You're choosing like the best for yourself, the best fabrics, the best, I don't know, the best makeup, the best foods. It's the energy of really taking care of yourself over here. And you keep going, you keep going. And again, how interesting, we have the little snaky snake over here. My little snaky snake is taking a little nap. But you've changed. Transformation, change, enchantment. Here, somebody, you've worked a lot on the acceptance of the feminine side of you, both males and females. But this is especially going to resonate with the ladies who are having issues accepting the feminine sides of them, who had to bury it deep down, who had to be strong and powerful. Yeah. And the feminine side was moved somewhere because it wasn't useful. But here, the feminine side, the divine feminine, is awakened, and you just exude this energy of sensuality, of freedom. The way that you move, the way that you behave, it has like this very natural feel to it. You're not rushing anywhere. It's important. You don't feel like you're missing out. So fear of missing out is definitely not being present here. But you've changed. A massive transformation. You freed yourself. Option number 3. I'm applauding you. A massive amount of work went into this. And that's why you're tired. That's why you're a little bit tired, but you're happy with the result. And you keep going and going and going. Option number 3, I feel for a lot of you watching this, my darlings. Your path has been a very difficult one. I bet you hear a lot of people say that I couldn't do that, or if I were you, I would have given up. But giving up is not about you, it's not your story. It's like you've been covered by so many layers of things that weren't yours. Generational trauma, things that happened to you in your life period, yeah? Regardless of how old you are. And you came here to free yourself. In liberation, unrestrained freedom, and like I was saying, freedom. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of being yourself. And these are very important energies. And here it's like people are going to see your victory. People see your victory. People who were trying to hold you back, people who were trying to hold you hostage, they see your victory. I keep hearing that Queen song, I Want to Break Free. Is it Queen? Yeah, I think it is free. Queen. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. My lovely kings and queens, what is it that your future self wants you to know? Based on these amazing energies. I was saying to option number 1, I haven't worked with this oracle for such a long time. And today it winked at me and said, hey, I want to get back in the game. Maybe that's something that's going to be happening to you. Option number 3, after a long period of going through that transformation, you're going to be like, it's time for me to get back in the game. Birth and creation tapestry of life expression. Yeah, so for a lot of you, I see that your future self is saying keep creating, keep doing, keep going. 7 might be an important number for you. Maybe a life path number, or born on the 7th, born in July. You're incredibly creative. Your future self is asking you to give birth to the creations that you hold in your head. Because for you, again, I see popularity. Popularity may be as part of a group first and then as an individual, because you have the ability to create a lot of projects. Whether it's your, I don't know, makeup line, yeah, whether it's something to do with clothes, whether it's something to do with music, whether it's something to do with business. For lovely gentlemen watching out there, it could be investing in multiple projects. There's a lot of things waiting to be born. Your future self is saying that you might have thought that it was over. It hasn't even begun yet. Hasn't even begun yet. Your true journey. And again, it doesn't matter how old you are. It really doesn't matter. Even a couple of years spent living authentically is much more valuable than, decades of trying to fit in. And here, your future self is coming through to let you know to give birth to the creations that are in your head that maybe you've been postponing. Whoever who's been writing that book or wanting to write that book, it's time to hit that keyboard. Yeah? Create that masterpiece. Pose of Mother. Slow down, time in nature. So now what I'm seeing, guys, is a lot of you are resetting. Like, it's been a tough time. It's been a tough period. A lot of you are weak, and when you're hearing maybe about this energy of creations, you're like, Blush Lily, are you kidding me? I barely have enough energy to like put Netflix on. But that's cool. That's cool, because if we waste our energy on something that's not ours, we feel drained and we don't get any feedback. Excuse me. Something something is up with my throat today. Anyways, we don't get any feedback, and we don't get like the fuel that we need to run off of. And here in your future self, it's saying it's okay. While you're in this energy of resetting, spend time out in the nature. Don't make any rash decisions right now. Feel connected, feel supported. A lot of you, option number 3, it doesn't look like you had a supportive mother. It felt like you were always somebody who's like been told to hurry up, been told that you need to do things quickly, you need to be efficient, no time to lose. Your future self is coming through saying that when you're resting, you're being incredibly productive. You're recharging. So stop feeling guilty for wanting to chill out, for wanting to collect your thoughts together. Do you know how many things are happening in your body when you're relaxing? Your whole body is restoring itself so that your systems can function properly. So stop feeling guilty for relaxing, for taking a day off work that you don't like, or even the one that you do like. Feel okay with just being. Slow down. Your future self is saying once you slow down, you're going to be able to see things much more clearly. And here are your talents. The important message from your future self, option number 3 over here, is to heal any childhood trauma. Because there's a wounded child in you. A wounded child that has a strong connection to your talents that were taken away when you were little, that were like before the idea could sprout, it was like the seed was taken out. But there's a little part of the seed that's still there and can still grow. So while you're laying there connecting to the Mother Earth, to the Gaia, this is when the seeds start sprouting. And this is when the ideas start coming. Because you are very talented, you're very gifted, and like I said, if you want to be famous, your future self is coming through to let you know that a lot of people are attracted to you. A lot of people listen to what you have to say. A lot of people look at what you have created. A lot of people read what you have written. Because there's some very talented people out there, and you're one of them. And be okay with somebody not being okay with it. Especially those who you didn't expect not to be okay with it. But the inner child is crying out for attention, acceptance, love that wasn't given to it when it was little. Some tenderness. Also, your future self is coming through to let you know that it wasn't your fault. I don't know who or what. It just, like, the message is very clear. It's saying it wasn't your fault. There was nothing you could have done. There was nothing you could have done differently. It was never your fault. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at the practical aspects. Because those were some intense energies, and I feel like they were starting to lure me in, and I don't want to make this reading like an hour long. Because I've come to realize, guys, that option number 3, I think it's usually my longest option for whatever reason. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the practical signs, important messages from your future self on your career, on your money, on your abundance. You don't be learning new skills, picking up new skills. Don't be afraid to try something new over here. Don't be afraid to go to places where you don't seem like an expert. Don't let your ego, don't let your pride get in the way. Don't be afraid to become a student again. Don't be afraid to show your vulnerability by saying that you don't know something or that you need to learn something. And listen to the guidance that people offer you, but of course be discerning, obviously. But here what they're showing me is absolutely for sure new skills. And very specifically for some of you, if you want to go and teach somewhere like in places like South Korea or in the US, go for it. This is going to happen for you. Coming together with people, there's a lot about networking. This for me, I don't know, next to this card, it feels like it's some sort of graduation. It's connecting with people that are very similar to you. For some of you, it could even be things like tarot, things like Reiki healing, other spiritual aspects, tools that you're going to learn, tools that you're going to acquire. But here, what they're telling me when it comes to your career, your future self is saying that you found people that really vibe with you. And it has a lot to do with networking. So isolation is not the place. It's not the place to be. It's not the way to go. Because here your finances improve through networking. You might be working on a couple of projects over here, and you could be, again, like future self, they're insisting, they're saying don't be afraid. Because here you're afraid of going into that Page of Pentacles energy, into that student energy. You're very afraid of being poor, aren't you? We all are, but for you, option number 3, it's coming through very strongly. It's like being poor or, staying in debt is not an option for you. So maybe you've been sacrificing a lot of things in order to earn money, but the fulfillment wasn't really there, was it? And they're saying you learn a lot of lessons through your experiences, but when it comes to your career, you gotta be okay with other people giving you criticism, because people are going to be criticizing you over here. But again, there's no such thing as bad PR, right? Because here you're incredibly talented. And again, you can manage a lot of things. You can manage various projects. And you get your fame, you get your popularity, you get people giving you a lot of love over here. For some of you, you guys literally going to be becoming the stars. Yeah? Some sort of star. But what a journey to get to it. What a journey to get to it. Your future self says you got the potential, you got the gift. You also got the fear, I see. But you're also somebody who's meant to be free in your... Because you feel if you're working for somebody, you're not free. And for you, freedom is important. But you will have that freedom, for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going to be happening in love. What does your future self has to say about love? Oh, don't stop believing came through. Okay. So things are definitely going to be turning around over here when it comes to love, my darlings. Look at this. And this again is an all-round love. Love, acceptance, care. Yeah, it looks like you guys are going to walk away from an old relationship or an old relationship pattern. Secret admirers. People wishing that they could be with you, messaging you, giving you compliments. So from where you are right now, guys, coming from the future, they're telling me that you are not married yet. But again, we don't know the time frame. What they're telling me is that you're enjoying the attention. You're enjoying being in the moment. You're enjoying building something for yourself. You're enjoying, I don't know, you're enjoying life. There are plenty of people who are interested in you. But for now, it looks like you are, you're busy being a star. You're busy being somebody who's wise, who gives people a lot of information. But I'll see that there's somebody that you like. I don't know why for some reason you don't want to talk about it. Let me try and see. Busy with work. It's coming soon. It's interesting. It's like there are many layers to this reading, and it's like the future self of your future self came through so that you guys don't worry about it, that love is going to be there. It might come from a friendship, by the way. So giving the energy of the Fool, it might come from a friendship or from a relationship you didn't expect much from, but there's going to be love. Ooh, love and a lot of sex. Love and a lot of sex and love, passion. I'm going to be choosing, guys. I'm going to be choosing. They're showing me romances over here, yeah. King of Wands. For some of you guys, it's, for the gentlemen, it's the Queen of Pentacles that comes through. For the girlies, it's the King of Wands. For some, like, they keep saying it's a weird energy, guys. Like, And when it comes to your love life, from where you're coming from in the future, it's very up and down. It's filled with emotions, but you're not alone. You're not lonely. You're dealing with it. But I guess for you, option number three, the main thing was about your soul journey and about your recognition. But things definitely are like shifting in love life as well. For some of you, you might be going through particular separation in order to meet somebody new over here. Okay. All right, option number three, like I said, you guys were were the longest today. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Personal readings are available. Send me an email. The email is in the description box below. Patreon is at your service with over 100 exclusive videos. Make sure to check it out. All right, guys, take care now. Bye.